Good morning, my beautiful people. I wanted to get on here. I was going to get on here yesterday, and I didn't, and then I felt the weight of not getting on. When God directs you to do something, do it the first time. I've said that before, but seriously. There's an anointing on it. There's a calling on it, and He wants you to do it when He wants you to do it for a reason. So I felt heavily led to do what I was supposed to do yesterday, and I'm doing it today. I'm reading in 1 Samuel chapter 16, and I'm going to read verses 13 to you and share a little bit with you. So as David stood there among his brothers, Samuel took the flask of oil he had brought and anointed David with the oil. And the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon David from that day on. Then Samuel returned to Ramah. Something I learned recently was when David was anointed as king, as he was still shepherding the fields, he wasn't king for a long time. Do you get what I'm saying here? He was anointed king long before he was ever made king. He went through a lot of trials and a lot of things before he ever became king, and then even after he became king. I want you to remember that the things that we go through are all part of God's plan if we're letting Him rule our life. If we're letting Him take those mistakes we've done, take those things that we've done that we're not proud of, and He can turn those things around for our good and His glory. I didn't know that. I just found out recently that when David was anointed king, that he had went through a whole lot of turmoil before he ever became king. It's sometimes we can read Bible stories and they just don't hit the same the next time you read them. It's because our spirit man is in a different spot it was before. Our walk with God is deeper. The longer you go with longer you walk with the Lord, the longer you go with the Lord, you're going to notice that too. There's many Bible stories, like the story of Noah. I mean, I'm just thinking of stories that I've read throughout my entire life, even as a little girl. And I never knew until probably the last year that it was 120 years in between before Noah built the ark and there was a flood. So God is not a God of rush. He's not going to rush your anointing. He's not going to rush your calling. He's going to work stuff out of you before you ever actually get into your calling. And some of us may not even know our full calling yet, only in part. And that's okay too, because we know who God is and what He has to say is final. And we just have to continue to trust Him and remember that we can be called and anointed to do something and it very well may not happen for a long time. But we've got to trust God in that. Remember that He is with us and He's got a reason for it. Even the things that are really ugly in our life, and I mean, I'm talking ugly, and that hurt so bad. And you ask God, why? Why do I have to go through this? What did I do? And sometimes it's not even what you did or didn't do. It's just part of the calling on your life. You may not know now. Like He says in His word, right now we know in part, one day we'll know in full. So just remember that today. And then I wanted to share something with you that I wrote down from a Bible study I'm doing. And it says, an example here. It says, to wait on and hope in the Lord isn't mere optimism, but a profound trust in God's character and promises. So it's just we're not just being optimistic here. We're trusting in a Lord who's never failed, never will, never can. He cannot lie. And if He says something, it will be done. It just might not happen in our time. You know what I'm saying? It might be, oh God, why is it in us? In our mind, it may feel like it's taking a long time, but God is up there just smiling like, oh baby, it's right on time. So trust in that today. Spend some time with the Lord today. I love you, and I pray that God blesses you. You have a great day today. And cling on to the hem of His garment. And don't give up. God bless.